Myself, Prabhat Nikam, Global Studio for Golden 5. We are US based Microsoft core partner or solution partner with multiple designations. We are AOSG partner. Um, these are my credentials. I'm a registered practitioner for Cyber AB. I'm a honored listee for Marcus Who's Who, and I'm also part of FBI InfraGuard. Let's move to the next slide.
So, hello guys, good afternoon everyone, and my name is Poojan, and I will be speaker for today's presentation about visitor applications. And I am a software developer at Golden Fire Consulting, and I am Microsoft Azure certified professional and also Power Platform developer. And apart from that, I am also certified CMMC professional, which I recently received for that. And I'm especially excited to be here today because I personally developed this G5 visitor app, and which you are about to see. And my goal for today's session is to show you how we leverage this Microsoft Power Apps and SharePoint list to create a solution that is not only efficient but also secure and compliant. Before we dive in, let's do quick introduction poll, like uh, about how many people are using this, like how many people are using a paper-based visitor logbook at any facility, or if you have like visit any facility and you get to see that kind of feature, like when you visit to the reception, you have to fill out this paper, your paper entry for your login for to enter the facility. Do you guys have any experience about that, or if you have used in your past experiences? I want to just give the idea about, like, mostly, like, I guess everyone has been like interacted with that kind of paper logbook, and it's not just the paper and the ink, but it's also critical security document. And in this presentation, I will be going to explain that how we can replace this paper and ink security document with digitalization with using app. And we are going to explore the hidden risk of the logbook, especially with the lens of CMMC compliances, and what is the modern solution, which is our G5 visitor app. So
Let's move to the next slide.
yep.
Yeah, before you move forward, Pooja, I just wanted to update about Golden 5. We are the session sponsor. It's Prabhat and Poojan session sponsor. Um, so Golden 5 is providing a lot of capabilities for CMC compliance and DoD contractors, where we are Microsoft AOSG partner, where we are providing or reselling Microsoft licenses, Azure Gov, Azure Gov Secret, Azure Gov Top Secret. Not only that, we are also reseller for DoD, so we are also can sell Azure IL5 and IL6 as well. We are also providing external CMC services as a ESP, external services provider, providing other CMMC packages for gap analysis or provision claim or others. Additionally, we have built some softwares just like what we are visiting today, one of them. Additionally, migration services, also the Microsoft hardware, and we are a registered practitioner organization, and we are a team of Microsoft certified professionals, former Microsoft employees, and Microsoft certified experts. Moving on, next slide.
Let's be honest, like in this, like as I mentioned earlier, like we everyone has been seeing that logbook for the entries. So this traditional sign-in sheets are like broken. Like, let me give you the one real world example what can be gone wrong as security compliance purposes. So one of your like major client is visiting your facility for sensitive project review, and they sign on your paper logbook at the front desk, and an hour later a competitor comes as a sales rep come in, and while the receptionist is briefly distracted, they snap a quick photo of your logbook with their phone. Just like that, they know the name of your key client and the company they work for and which of your executive they were meeting with. So this isn't a fiction. The kind of social engineering happens, and that open logbook is a primary source of intelligent leakage. and this directly leads to like compliance gaps. And with a paper log, how can you prove who has seen that information? How can you prove that it hasn't been altered? Or you can't. And if then there is an inefficiency and also like this paper logbooks, they can result in inefficiency as well. And as per research shown, that meetings starting just 10 minutes later are perceived as a far as less effective, and long lines at the front desk causing like filling out all details for the logbooks, and like fumbling with the pens and paper are major contributor to those delays. And it's very unprofessional first as a first impression that wastes everyone's time. So here comes the solution, which is the modern using the modern technologies. It's our in-house developed Golden 5 visitor log app. And so we are in this application. It's very pretty simple, but very it's replacing the paper liability with a smart, secure, and digital solution. So let me walk through how it works and how we're gonna use it, and what are its feature and what could be beneficial with as per compliance rules and the regulations, and how it makes you more easy for that. So in the first page, like it's very as a user experience, it has a very seamless experience. Like if you using in the front page or a horizontal, we can use it on the both ways and like in any orientation. And it's developed as considering optimizing its usability, like if in like on the multiple devices, it's compatible with any size of device if you're going to use. And we will also walk through the live usage of it after. uh, Let me share my screen for the like we'll give you the example while explaining, so that will make more sense and get my proper explanation for it. So this is our app, digital log. App. Here, when the user comes, it creates with the kiosk, like it should be if it's iPad, or you can utilize with the different screens. It's a multi. It's pretty flexible UI for this application. Like as we can see, you can change the UI with the horizontal view as well, and you can in as a pro and a portrait where the now when the visitor login when they come, they select fill out the detail very pretty quick. As everyone knows that typing is much easier than writing. This data test.com test sting. It was great. Like right now we're in hybrid, so we can set up with the camera. If it's on the front camera, or you can select as a back camera. That's why I selected it. See, and I take a picture, and here checking successfully. Now, once the user is successfully, they can be invited into facility. Then after, now, once they are finished with the work, if they want to check out, they just have to click on the visitor checkout. Here, as we see, it doesn't have any data. So that's what I was discussing. Like if we are having previous guests or visitors, so we should not like by mistakenly they should not check the other visitor out. So we just put the search feature where the user can log in. So right now the Poojan test which I have just logged in, so we can click on checkout, and it successfully check this out, and it's pretty much it. And it's pretty simple and more modern digital visitor log application. Thank you. So I was going to show that okay, if you have like in the checkout screen, it will show like this that oh, if you clicked on like search on the specific name, then only it will show the logged in user, whoever come to the log. So then after when the user click on checkout, it will be automatically checked out from the system. So we'll have the complete log of the visitor who have visited our facility. So as a result, we get a complete accurate log of like who was in your building for how long, and as a with its digital footprint of like who was the user, like as a picture. So, and the most important for the IT and security teams, all this data is stored securely in our SharePoint list. So right within your own Microsoft 365 environment, and you're never in your data that never leaves your control. So basically, as we are providing this application, but we're gonna deploy in your environment, but then after we're not gonna see what data is. So that's it's gonna also help in compliance management. And only authorized personnel can view, manage, and audit these records in real time and directly from a system they already know and trust. They don't have to open any portal or go in dashboard from our company and find who logged in or get any resource of the data. Now, this is a screen for from as a IT personal side, as a, like if the HR is using or the receptionist who have a dedicated department in your all the logged in user for like all the visitors who have logged in, they have their names, email, companies they have filled out, and also like check in check out time. And as a monthly report you can take out the complete report of the users, and it's like simplified for audits and reporting. Like you can easily sort, filter, as everyone knows about SharePoint list, where in SharePoint you can use a customized filters, sorting and grouping specifically like who came from which company, and also you can segregate according to the requirements. So that's a like simple and easy feature of visitor log app. And now let's go to most important part of this application and why we are having this application. It's also modernization of the paper logs, but also it align with the compliances with the CMMC and NIST, which is the most important part of our this modern generation. So this app is key tool for satisfying the controls of CMMC and NIST. Basically, uh, CMMC is implementing NIST rules regulations. So this app helps in physical protection and access control domains of CMMC, and specifically it directly addresses to the um, control of physical protection level 1, for which is like self assessment, and which requires to manage visitors by maintaining logs and ensuring they are properly handled. So in this app you are properly handling complete visitor logs, and you're keeping records for infinite time as far as your data is like as far as your tenant is available. And our app is that modern, and it's like compliant with the visitor all of the logs. And it also supports the audit and accountability, as recent with it's getting stored everything in the SharePoint list, so you can make your uh, export it in the Excel file or CSVs. So as per the requirement you can provide the all the immutable digital record which is created by us in and stored in the SharePoint list, which help to meet the auditor audit and accountability level 2 for the CMMC level 2 certification for the DoD contractors, which is going to be creating like complete audit records and protected from the tampering, because you cannot modify after creation it. And this data reside in your SharePoint, so it also maintain the complete data sovereignty and can use your existing policy for the log retention. And this apart from that, Papa, would you like to add anything about the securities compliances for this application?
Absolutely. When we met the DoD contractors, this was the first thing we identified, that they don't have a proper system where they can record the visitor entry, and often it says, okay, you get out and we will write your checkout, and that probably you might have heard a lot of times, and that's not a good practice. Make sure that even if you are currently visiting a facility where you have to write manually, make sure you check out as well. This is very important, in case of not only in case of the compliance for that company, but your presence matter. That okay, you left that organization at 6 p.m. And whereas your meeting was supposed to end at 5. Whatever the reason is, you stayed back, you were there, so no one can claim that, oh, after you left at 5, so you were not here. So that entry will be a proof of presence in that organization, in that building. Additionally, in case of emergency, which is what one of the point is listed here, and is in case of a fire or any other emergency where you are supposed to check out, obviously the admin can see who is still in the building. That adds to this app, and it is pretty fast. Versus looking into the visitor log, you flip multiple pages and try to know who logged out, who did not log out yet. So that would be additional help in case of any emergency. But obviously, it is covering the NIST and CMMC compliance, so it will add uh, to your CMMC framework, simple and easy to deploy in your SharePoint Online. And it is not a SaaS application, so we are not keeping any of your data. All the data stays with you and in within your SharePoint Online. All security policies applies to your SharePoint. It applies to this as well. So you don't have any extra work on the security side, but this adds to a digital visitor log.
Okay. So to summarize, I would say why to choose the G5 Visitor app. So in short terms, I would say it enhances your security postures, saves valuable time for your visitors and for you as well, and it provides a professional touch for your guest. And as it is a fully scalable solution that grows with your business, and it also transforms visitor management from a liability into a strategic asset, like as we discussed earlier, that you're managing the papers and all. So that's how this is a modern version of logbooks, and that's gonna help you to get any contracts and as a getting certified for the CMMC as well. So yep, and thank you for your time and listening me. And still, if you guys have any question, you can contact us for any engagement today. And if you're ready to move beyond papers and embrace a secure compliances to visa management, we would like to talk. We would love to talk to you, and please reach out to any. Yeah, please schedule a personalized one-to-one demo with us, and it was a great time and fantastic to security. And just
Thank
a
you, Pujan.
thank you.
Anything else you left with, or iPad
Uh, I
are working?
let me just see once. I can show you as a like admin side. That will be much easier, and that also give the one perspective of how who's going to handle the data. So that will also make sense, I would say. Okay, so is my screen visible, guys? So this is a SharePoint list where all the data from the application it's going to get stored. And as you guys see, I have like we have tested a lot of experiment with the data and like testing what the features which you can need it. And as we can see here, we can complete data for the name, email, company name, check-in time, check-out time. So as I haven't checked out yet, so it's showing empty. So as we probably discussed about the emergency search, we can find out, okay, the person has not left the facility yet. So they can find me or they can reach out to me with my contact details as mentioned in earlier. So it's pretty simple, and in the SharePoint, you can segregate and you can also do the automation for the customizations. So, and I can show you here for it was already running in my test environment here. So, for the visitor checkout, if you see search, this was the functionality which I was discussing. So, right now it's showing about the Poojan test, like there are two user logged in. And so, before I was also testing. So, as you see, only Poojan test will be there. So once I click on checkout, it will check me out simply, and in the UI it will say, okay, thank you for checking out. So okay, so here, So the internet has connected. I can. So as far as I checked out right now, as we can see in the SharePoint list, that this is the time like I logged in at 4:40 p.m. yesterday, and now I'm leaving at after 24, almost 24 hours. So this is the one thing. And also in the iPad view, I'm sharing my screen right now in the iPad also. So I got connection back. So here we go. Screen.
We're still seeing your desktop, Poojan.
Yeah, it's just sharing in 3 seconds. So okay. Mm,
Just swap it. All right.
yes. So here, as now here the app also it came after connection. It was an internet issue. So now as we see, we can click on checkout here, and it's checked out successfully. So here I can show you now on the screen what log it has been stored. So we get an idea as a app side that what data we are storing in the admin side on the Poojan. So as we
It
see,
should be today's date one.
yeah. So this is the one, I guess. Okay, yeah. It might be this one, which is the first one on my name, which has been clocked me out here.
No, it should be today's date and today's time. I don't see that entry.
Yeah, this in the power, else it should be.
Is there any other list, or this is the only list?
No, this is the only list.
Because this is where I think you mentioned the subject line meeting Prabhat. This I don't see. I don't see that entry here.
Like, I do see here this entry on the web, but in the application, it's still like getting me error on the view. See?
You already checked out, so it can't be.
It was, it might be in it, like in due to internet, it was just taking the caching. So because it's still getting me the same error in the iPad, trying to return you. So if I,
We just saw it's working. So why can't?
we can discuss that after if you want. I know what happened with this, but yeah, I guess so. This was the test data which I have just logged in, checked in, and when I click on checkout, it will show here the recent one. Like see right now, so it automatically updated with this time, and I take a picture with the visiting demo. So this is the login which we have discussed, and we can export it for the audit and compliance purposes. So yes guys, so
All right. Thank you,
that was it.
Ravi, for
Thank you so
joining.
much. Thank you. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask or reach me out to our sales team for any further consideration. Thank you.